Well, good afternoon, I should say. I am coming to you. Let me start that again. Good afternoon. Big Mike here, and I'm coming to you from Des Moines, Iowa. Actually, Urbandale, Iowa. I'm at the Pilot's truck stop here in Urbandale, and we are here until tomorrow. I had a load coming up to Iowa. I picked it up Friday morning, really early. It was like 1:30 in the morning when I left Dallas, and started this direction. And they couldn't take me when I was supposed to be here, so I ended up having to wait until Monday. So 2 days, basically in Iowa, which is cool because I'm sitting in my new truck. That's right. That's it. So I said I was going to get it, and I got it. It is the one that I talked about, the one with 317,000 miles, which is like now 319,000 miles. But hold on, let me put the dog away, I'll show it to you guys. Okay, it's pretty windy today, so we're just going to do like a quick overview of it. So it's a 2016 Freightliner Cascadia. It does have DEF. It does have the DPF, DFP, whatever. It's got an APU over there. There's the, see, it's got the condenser, the air conditioner condenser up here. It is a Thermo King APU. Two 100-gallon tanks. I think it's the DD15 engine in it. I'll open it later. So I was sitting here tonight. I was editing the video of the truck and everything, and it was 27 minutes long. And I don't think I can download a 27-minute long video right now. I'm not even entirely sure. Apparently, YouTube has this thing where you can only download so many minutes. So, I decided I would just go ahead and redo the tour. So, it's dark outside right now. I'm going to try and do everything that I did before and kind of show you everything, but I'm going to try to squeeze it down into as much time as I can, or short amount of time as I can. So, this is it in right now. It's all lit up, and you can see all the lights and everything. There's plenty of light in this truck. I got lights here. There's two on either side that light up. There's that little one and then the big one, and then there's a red one for like at night when you want to read a map going down the road without ruining your night vision or something like that. Now, what I have been told is if you turn on this red light at night, like just the red lights, you park and like your windows are uncovered, that means you want a friend. So just be aware of that. Apparently that's an invitation for people to knock on your door, and not necessarily of just the female persuasion. But that's my understanding. So there is like tons of storage in this truck, especially up front. You've got these cubby holes. There's one here. There's one on the other side over there. You've got these right here. There's another one over there, and then you've got these two cubby spaces up here. You can keep stuff in, and then across the front, you've got all these cubby spaces. There's a space there for stuff. There's a space here for stuff. So I mean, I've got a ton of storage that I can reach from the seat, which is really cool. The dashboard's pretty simple. Let me see if I can show it to you. Okay, so when I got it with 370,000 miles. We are now at let me see if I can pull the curtain back here. All right, there you go. 323,177. Hold on just a second. All right, my night curtain was just getting in the way, and I couldn't stand it. So, anyway, turn around and look at these gauges here with you guys. So there's all kinds of stuff. This is your headlight down here, so that turns it on and off. Up here on the gauges, you have that's your brake pressure, so how much brake you apply. So here's if I apply the brakes, hit the brakes like that, then it applies the brakes in the truck. This is the truck and this is the trailer. And then if I just apply the trailer brakes, you can see that go up. RPMs, you got your that's your engine temp. Here's your fuel gauge. let's see if I can turn this so you can see it. That's your oil pressure. That's your speedometer. This is your current air pressure in both of your tanks. So those are the only gauges I got. I have no other gauges except what's on here, and that'll allow you to shows you my trip meter since I fueled up. The temperature of the oil tells you how much the turbo pressure is and what I'm charging at right now. There's the temperature outside right now, what time it is, the mileage, and then the cruise control's on right now because I have it set high on idle. It's like 900 RPM right now to kind of keep the oil moving in the engine. So here are your buttons you use for the cruise control. That's on off, that's cancel, that's accelerate or resume, and decelerate and set. This is your engine brake. This interrupts your marker. So you can turn on your marker lights. You can turn them on or turn them off depending on whether it's day or night to let the guy know behind you that you thank him for letting you over. This scrolls through your gauge up here, which when you're parked you have that, and then you have this button here, and you can set things. But that's what that is. And then engine brake, marker light. Okay. Radio, obviously, trailer brake. Here's my GPS, which is mounted to the dash. Here's my CB radio. Here's my phone holder. Here's my speaker I just installed today. So that way I can hear all the people on the CB. Interaction differential. Fifth wheel slide. Dumps the suspension air so that you can get it in and out from underneath the trailer. Your air conditioner and everything. PTO. Utility lamp on and off. Dome light on and off. That's from the menu. Here's your mirror heat on and off. This overrides your engine shutdown, which mine doesn't shut down, which is nice. Your regen, your engine brake, there's high, medium, and low. It turns on a light in the footwell, which I haven't been able to find yet, so we'll see. And this just turns up and down the brightness of the dash. That's all that does. And then your hazard lights, obviously. I'm trying to think of anything. So hopefully that showed you everything. Plenty of 2 cup holders right here. Bigger cup, smaller cup. I just drink water pretty much. My dash cam's right there. I got my GPS. I showed you that. I got my seat. Okay. The dog, Pepper, has been coming up front more often. So the litter box is still down here where you would expect it to be. But then what I did today, actually, because she would try to squeeze up on the seat right here, and that's it. And that was like a small space for her. So what I did was I had some extra blankets and some other things. There's 2 carpets that I had from the Kenworth that I wasn't using and I had washed, and so I put them there. And then there's a towel there that I'm not using, and then another blanket, and then this Indian blanket for her to kind of sit on. And so that works out really well and lets her kind of spread out while we're going down the road. She actually likes coming up here now and sitting and laying down and everything. It took her a few days to get used to the seat being that high. It scared the crap out of her with the seat being that high. But I left it that way, and a few days later she was good with it. So, let's go in the back. Okay, so again, all of the storage, you can see it from here. I'm keeping my bread up there right now just because it's easier and everything. There's a cubby hole right here that's for your second driver or whatever, because this is the upper bunk right here, and your second driver would have a little space for him right there, and he's got some controls and a vent up there for his use, but I don't have a second driver, so that cubby hole up there is actually where I put a blanket in there. If you guys can see it, I put a blanket in there, and Trixie goes up there now, so which is kind of cool. Then right here is a cupboard up top. I keep my dry goods basically up here, some cereal, some crackers, some peanut butter, canned tuna fish. I love tuna fish sandwiches, bottles of water. There's some bottles of water there too I just bought. I don't have enough room for it all. I actually have a television now, so it's a little television. Let's see if I can light it up. I honestly, I think compared to the Kenworth, I'm not entirely sure I have more space here. Hold on. Okay, so the television's on now. It came unplugged. So I have my television, which has the little Nintendo here, the little one that came with 30 games on it. So that's all I've got. Honestly, I watch TV on my phone, so it doesn't really matter anyway. So we'll turn that off. And then just turn that off anyway. That's what I got there, so it's kind of nice to have that. And then over here on this side is my closet. So my clothes are hung up, which is nice to have all this room, and then my dirty clothes just going on top of it. Here's my CPAP machine. Here's all my like medical stuff and some silverware and stuff like that. I keep a couple books back here, which is kind of nice. I keep some extra stuff, linens and stuff, just piled up here. The bed's not bad. I like the color of the walls, which I think is really cool. There's my bed. There's Trixie right there. Hey, Trixie. So she could care less, in all honesty. All right, so sitting down, I have my like nightstand area right here. Trixie's food is back here. That was really pretty much the only place I could put it safely that it would work. So, and then that's actually the plug for my dash cam. So, and then underneath here, I have more storage. I keep some cleaning supplies. Let's see here. Some cleaning supplies. Here's my MREs in case I get stuck somewhere, and then cat food. So that's what's underneath there. And then also on this side is my little desk. Pulls out like so. And then my computer's in here, and my like little hotspot, Wi-Fi hotspot, everything. So that's kind of nice. Oh, let's see. Put that back over here on this side. Is pretty simple. I don't have a refrigerator yet, so I just have my my antique Pearl Beer ice chest. So, see if I can show you guys the logo on that thing. Can you see that? Can you see the logo? Let's see. There's, yeah. So there it is. The ice chest is probably from the 50s, maybe the 60s or something like that. So it's doing its job right now. It probably doesn't do as good of a job as a plastic one, but it's what I had, and I didn't want to go buy another one. So, and then underneath here, there's one more cabinet right there. Underneath here, I keep my, that's my pee bucket, basically. It's just an igloo thing. You unscrew the top, go to the bathroom in it. And then screw the top up. When you get somewhere, you can kind of dump it out on the side of the road, which is what I do. That's what I do. So, I don't do it in truck stops. Please don't do that. It's just so disgusting. And then this is dog food for the dog. That's what I've got there. And then I upgraded my trash can to this 5-gallon bucket. So I think that's more manly anyway. And I had that lying around. I just didn't want to go get another trash can, so I got that. Let's see what else. Oh, the controls. So there are controls here on the wall. This is for the Thermo King APU. Hold on, let me close that vent so it's not blowing on you guys. And then here's the. So these are the. It's okay, Trixie. So, yeah. You're alright. You're okay. Here are the controls for the environment controls for back here. Here are the controls here. You can turn off the stereo and the sleeper. Like if you have a second person back here sleeping, they can shut that off. This turns on the canopy and the rear lights. This is the footwell. Again, I haven't found it. This is for above the bed right here, which is kind of nice and everything. And then there's a vent here for air conditioning, and then some storage right here for magazines and things like that. So I've got is it Road King? Yeah. So I've got a Road King magazine in there right now, and then I've got a book about RVs actually. So, and that's pretty much it for, I think, the interior tour. The bed flips up, but all that's underneath there right now is like tools and supplies and things. And then there's some bottles of water underneath there, and then the stuff for the Thermo Kings under there. So I think that's it for the tour inside the truck. Yeah. So anyway, as things change, obviously I'll probably show you guys what I do differently, and then also in a year my intent is to like do another tour of the truck so that you guys can see like what it is in a year to live in this space. So right now it's actually I'm kind of happy with it. It's a 13 speed. I'm not going to do a video anytime soon about doing a 13 speed. I did a year driving that 10 speed in the Kenworth, and that worked really, really well for me. And I got so used to that I've had some trouble with the 13 speed. Even though I've driven 13 speeds before, I'm having trouble with this one. So when I get to the point where I'm not grinding gears and don't look like an idiot, I will show you guys how to drive a 13 speed. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Oh, wait. All right, so I wanted to show you guys one more thing, and that is this this blanket that I put up in the window for Trixie. So she was up here a minute ago, kind of watching all the goings-on, all the trucks and everything that were going on outside. But it was really simple to do. It's using the structure of the blanket itself. So, real quick, so you guys can see it. So, I put this blanket up here. All I did was fold it, and then I just folded it on like this end right here, underneath itself, and it just kind of made a flatter surface area for her to kind of hang out on. So, oh, we're caught there. Anyway. So, so that kind of set her up with a little space. She doesn't use it during the day when we're going down the road. She only uses it at night when we're sitting in the truck stop. She gets up there and she watches what's going on while I'm asleep. So usually she comes and wakes me up about every hour to tell me something, and I try to get her to go away. So about the second time she usually comes and tells me, and then usually she goes away. That's pretty much it. Just I hope you guys enjoyed this tour of the truck, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the truck. I'm glad to show it to you guys. I'm glad that I have it. So far I put 6,000 miles on it. Since I got it, we've done, we went Dallas, when I picked it up, we went Dallas to Atlanta, Atlanta back to Dallas, Dallas to Iowa, and then Iowa to North Carolina, North Carolina to Kansas, and then Kansas to Laredo. So I'm in Laredo now. So, and that's been 2 weeks, including a 34-hour restart in the middle of all that. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that is it. So, anyway, you guys know the drill. Pepper and I are going to continue doing what we're doing. Good girl. And you guys keep the shiny side up, and we will see you down the road.